What is going on, lads? Jack here, and welcome to episode 8 of the Road to Glory with the FC United of Manchester. Let's see how we've got on. So, since the last episode, things haven't gone great, but they could have gone a lot worse. You'll see what I'm getting onto in a sec. So, last episode we beat Matlock. Well, we drew 0-0 with Matlock Town, but it was a decent result, all things considering. We then went to Whitby Town, and we won 3-1 at Whitby. It was a good result. They had a player sent off. We closed out the game well with 2 late goals and made a good comeback after the half-time break. So that was good. We really did dominate the game. I'll just show you the goal highlights. And after this game, we ended up losing our next 2 games, both 1-0, which we were 4 points clear at the start of this episode, or at the end of last episode. We were 4 points clear in the league, and rather fortunately for us, teams around us have also been slipping up. You know, the fatigue of this season, because it has been very kind of hectic, has caught up with everyone, it seems, and people are just losing to everyone else. So Huddersfield Town, who were on like a 30-game winning run, they hadn't lost in like over half the season. Their run was even better than ours. They ended up slipping up. I think it was the weekend of this game, so we pulled like 7 points clear, but then because of our 2 losses, we're now sitting 4 points clear at the top of the table. I'll show you the table after I've shown you the highlights of these games. So this was a good work goal. We've got the excessively long replays that Football Manager loves to give you, but I'm hoping it's going to come from this move here as Spencer got the ball at the back for us. You can kind of see our general shape of the 4-2-3-1 with a nice kind of free-flowing football. But ball gets pumped up to Norton. Norton dribbles down the flank, gets it in, and who's that there? It is Brooksby was there just to bundle it in. Brooksby again getting himself on the goal sheet. He's been a few months without, so it was nice to see him getting a chance there and taking it well. We then went on in the 88th minute, was this? I think it was the 88th. Can we skip forward this a bit? In the 88th minute, we ended up pulling back again. I don't want to skip up too far here, and I've actually done exactly what I didn't want to do. Come on. I wish they'd make an easier way to start these replays. But anyway, they got the ball here. Platt wins it in the centre. Right, explosive pace down the left. Norton spreads it to Rocker, who's there just to have a shot. Keeper saves it. Platt's there to shoot it in on the rebound from 25 yards. So that was a really good response by the team. And then, again, very quickly afterwards, we went on to score our next goal, which came from a throw-in by State. Brooksby was there, Platt into the centre to Contrell, and then shot mistake by the keeper, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton. Norton was there to finish. I didn't even realise that at the time. That's quite funny. But anyway, yeah, that was what happened in that game. So that was a good result. We then lost 2 games, 1-0, one away at Blythe Spartans and one at Stafford Rangers. Both those teams are Blythe Spartans are up there in the playoffs, so that wasn't too big a surprise. But Stafford Rangers down at the bottom of the table. I don't think we actually deserved to lose that game. I'll just check the stats. I'm pretty sure we dominated this, and they had like one insane long shot that went in. Yeah, as you can see, 61% of possession. But again, they were getting a lot of chances, and that's something that we really need to eliminate in our game, is opposition teams getting chances against us, because it is slightly worrying that we can have 61% of the ball and they'll still have, 14 shots, which was more shots on target than us. But anyway, moving on to today's game. We had regen day, but I couldn't sign any regens because of the compensation fees. I had a look at potential regens, but there really wasn't anything too crazy going. The only regens I can offer contracts to without having to pay compensation are the ones without value, and as you can see, they're not very highly rated. All these players require kind of paying off in order to bring them to the team, and they're nothing amazing anyway. I'm going to be looking to slightly older young players to begin with, as we kind of try and push through the Conference North and Conference South next year, assuming we can hold this position. We are 4 points clear at the top, so things are looking good. We just need to get back on a winning mood here with 5 games left of the season. So we're going to be playing Worksop Town, who I believe we beat earlier on in the playthrough. So maximum maximum familiarity, full strength squads out. Hopefully the players can perform to their maximum potential. Everyone's got relatively good fitness. In fact, there's one change which I want to make, and that is to bring Carolan on, Irish left back, because we only have one left back in our team. I gave him a rest last game because he was struggling, but he's back to fitness now, so we'll just bring him in. And it looks like they're going to be playing a 3-5-2 formation, so this could be good if we can get the ball. They're going to be obviously trying to control the midfield, not let us push too far up, and then hit us on the break. So we've got to be wary of the counter-attack with this kind of formation. So, encouraging to end our bad run. Go out there and enjoy yourself. Bit of encouragement, that'll do. And I'm going to immediately switch to control here, just because I'm a bit paranoid of the counter-attack that they possess. Control, and we'll see how we get on here. Hopefully we can have a good bounce-back result here against Worksop Town. We are away. I believe they're mid-table, so these are the kind of games which we should be winning. However, given our last late run of form, it's kind of key that we do win this, but at the same time there's always that element of doubt going into these kind of games. That 4-point cushion I really want to keep for as long as I can, especially having to play Buxton on the last game of the season. A few episodes ago, if you've been following the series for a long time, you know they were near the top of the table. I kind of predicted that they'd suffer from lack of squad depth, and if they got any injuries they were going to be screwed. I believe they've now dropped out the playoff positions and are sat in 7th or 8th place in the league. But anyway, it looks like they're on the attack here, and they've just lobbed our keeper. The poor positioning there. Our players are appealing for offside. It's not been given though, and I'm immediately going to switch back to attacking, and I'm going to put individual instructions on retain possession, I think, in the hope that that gives us something in the way of, I don't know, a bit more stability, because it's looking like they're having quite a lot of the ball. We like to control possession in the game and dictate the tempo, even if we're not kind of getting all the shots away. But as you can see, possession's gone up a tiny bit in our favour. We need to win this. 1-0 down. I don't think I've lost a game yet while I've been live commenting, which is, I don't know, we've only lost like 5 or 6 games this year, I believe, maybe it like in the league, that is. So we've had a good solid first season. My main area for improvement over the summer is definitely going to have to be the centre of midfield. We really lack the depth in midfield, and they've just scored another ridiculous goal. This is crazy. 2 goals in the 37th minute. Something needs to change. They're playing 3-5-2. I'm going to change the formation at half time, I think. We're going to mix it up because we can. So what can we do? Let's look at this. So they're playing with 5 in midfield and hitting us on the break. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring Brooksby back to play centre mid here, and he's going to play a more offensive role. I'm just wondering, can Wright play just regular left mid? Yeah, you can. And Rocker, can you play right mid? Can Shawcross play right mid? I don't think he can. Oh, he can. Okay, so we're going to bring Shawcross on. I want to bring a bit more stability to the team here. Going to switch everyone to support. Ball in midfielder. Platt is going to be deep line playmaker because he has good creativity, and yeah, we'll play attacking midfielder with Brooksby. Brooksby even, and hopefully this is going to solve the problem. What I'm trying to do here is they're playing with 1 in midfield, 3 in defence, and crowding out us in the midfield. They're probably sitting pretty deep, so we're going to go for a bit shorter control, slightly more balanced philosophy, so we're a bit more fluid, closing down, press more, tackling. We'll keep it as marking, zonal, because now we're crowding out their midfield against them. Balls crossing. Norton to head is going to be target man. Roaming. Defensive line, just kind of sit a little bit. Width, more narrow. Tempo, slightly slower, control that and dictate the play. And mixed focused passing, and I'm hoping this is going to do the business for us. Sometimes I like to make dramatic changes, and I mean, in this case, what have we got to lose? I mean, you can see we've already got a lot more possession, which is a really promising sign. In terms of shots on and off goal, we're looking good, and there's nothing wrong with just fiddling around, and I'm really paranoid because this King guy's already scored, and he scored again, which is a major... It's annoying. And why are we set to counter? I'm meant to be on control. I might have misclicked there. I always seem to misclick close to, but we need to get the ball and we need to work it up now. And I'm probably going to have to switch to a more direct style of play if it gets to the 70th minute and we've not replied, which is a little bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a bummer. As you can see, they're getting more of the ball now as we try and work it into the box because we're just getting possession in the centre. I don't think we've even lost by 3 goals like all season really, so it's a bit embarrassing to be losing by this many. Hopefully Wright can get a goal here and just cross it in. Go on, Norton. Yes, okay. 14 minutes and I don't know. Tactics, what can we do? I'm going to do something a bit... I don't know. In fact, I do know. This is going to be interesting if we don't lag out as I try and position people. Attack. Right. Play there. Have I got a centre mid on the bench? I haven't. I'm going to drop Brooksby back for right and then bring on Wolverden for the remainder of this game. We need to get a goal here and go a bit narrower. Going to go for the overload. Hopefully we can crowd them out in the centre with this kind of cluster. That's the hope anyway. Team instructions. We're going more direct and more disciplined. Press the line. Narrow as hell. Tempo very quick. Okay. Okay. Just fiddling around. You can never not. I mean, what's the harm in doing it really? Just try and get some narrowness about us. We're still controlling possession, but we just can't seem to finish. And a lot of yellow cards this game. This game's our 3rd loss in a row. We went through a phase like this earlier on in the season and we were able to bounce back, but it's going to be tough. And it looks like that's going to be the game now, just by the ending. And yes, so Craig King absolutely bum-rummed us. I don't want to use bad language, so we'll keep it PG, but he bum-rummed us. He got a hat-trick. Very disappointing, but then everyone around us is slipping up. Who lost here? So Vidal lost their game. What happened to Spartans? Spartans won. Hendersford drew with Matlock. Ferriby must have lost. Yeah, so results have gone our way again. We're very lucky. 4 games left, and if we continue the way we're going, we might not get automatic promotion. That's my big worry. I've got to firm things up for the rest of this season. So there's 3 more games this month, and then they're Buxton on the last game of the season, which will be a live com and season review. So you'll get to go through the emotions of the last game of the season with me. Hopefully, fingers crossed here, we don't have to do the playoffs, or as there'll be special playoff episodes. I've not thought that far ahead. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video as always. Leave a like and comment and let me know what you think of what's going on in the save. I love responding to your comments. It's really cool, you know, getting other people's opinions, views. Maybe you want to comment on what I was doing that game to try and, I guess, rectify the situation. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching up to this point if you're still here. Hope you enjoyed the video as always, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.